What is up, Yesh gamers? Robert the Bruce here with round 9. Man, we are getting close to the end of this competition. This has been an absolute blast. Tons of fun every single game. We are looking currently at the all the updated scores there. Everything after round 8 is on the screen. For the first week, Corrido is not leading the board. I think in the very first couple of weeks there was a little fluctuation there, but she's been dominating the top of the board for the last quite a few weeks, and saw some changes up this last week. Obviously she's still there, right, with just a few points away. Those top 4 are neck and neck, and then right below that you see from 5th place on down, it's super close. And even after this 10th place on screen, you know, like 11 through 15, we're all really, really close to breaking into that top section. And like I've said before, and I'll repeat it again, anybody that lives out of the continental U.S. Isn't getting the prize. I just can't, ship $5 dog tags or whatever it is, across the world. That would just be silly. So if you get in even late but manage to get into like 7th or 8th place, you have a very good chance of still being able to get a prize. So never too late to join. Definitely recommend everybody come hop in. Now we're about to go live with the first game. The warm-up game, as I always call it, is just ending. So this next game is going to be it. We're going to start things up and dive right in. So we've got a lot of Yesh people already in here. This is going to be some good times indeed. Looks like a pretty solid group on both sides. So really, really excited to see what kind of games we get out of this. Should be some awesome competition as always. If you're new to the series, of course, you can watch any of the previous 8 rounds, or there's just a video titled the YeshGaming Cup up on the channel that you can also look at and get details about the game. Fearmaker's switching some parties up there. So go check that stuff out. You gotta have the Yesh tags on, and then you just hop in these games when I go live. I always tweet out and throw it on Facebook what day of the weekend and what time I'm going to do it. So if you're Battlefield 4, PlayStation 4 player, hop on in. It's going to be a lot of fun. Merlin in the chat, good morning from Cali. Good morning to you, sir. Not quite morning where I'm at, but it is for you, so that's good stuff. And here we go. Yeah, we've almost got packed out full teams on both sides. Gonna have, and I'm seeing some really good players on both sides here that I've run with. So this should be some very interesting competition. Now let's head up to wrong direction. Let's go ahead and head up to the. Come on now, really? No preset cameras in the Charlie area? That's all I want. Let's go zoom our way up here and find where this bomb is. Uh-oh, down below. The turning is not so quick on this thing. There we go. Alright, so first in on the bomb we've got, looks like Wrath Knight grabbing it. The Russian side already making a push. Now, I'm not seeing a whole lot of US here. There are definitely some back in there, so it's going to be difficult for them to just cakewalk this thing all the way in. There they are. Now they're there with some forces. We've seen this map come up quite a few times in the tournament. Jatman snags it only for a second. Oh no, he stays alive. Nicely done. Oh no, he did go down. Somebody else was just there to grab it. Yeah, lockers popped up quite a few times, and it has. It's always a very interesting. Very interesting matchup. We've had maybe one time where one team actually got all 3 objectives down. Almost every time it comes down to whatever team can just get like 1 objective armed. I'm sure that'll change this time now that I've said that. Corrido's got the bomb, and she's making a fast play up here for it. She's got some cover already blazing the trail. I love it. Right after I get done saying that it's always been a back-and-forth game, almost. She almost got it there. That Claymore could have been bad news. She almost got some points on the board very early, but usually... Wow, Russia might actually pull this out. Usually, this ends up being a tie. Jedi Knight looking for that sweet spot to get the arm. Oh, and he goes down. Scumdog's there to grab the bomb, though, and gets the arm and the subsequent points. As you all know, if you've watched any of the previous games, anyone who arms or disarms gets 1 point automatically for playing the objective. And there it is. Boom! Russia on the map early. Wow. That's incredible. Was not expecting that. This very well could be the first Operation Locker game we see with one team moving through very, very quickly. Russia still keeping a few players alive deep in this territory. Now, personally, I think it would be smartest for these guys to stay back here, maybe even go deeper into enemy territory and hang out. It looks like they got a few back there, and again, you know, they can't see what I can see, so they may be thinking there's tons of bad guys right up there. But anytime you're in enemy territory on a map like this, where it's very difficult to get through the choke points, I think it's a good idea to hold that ground and let your teammates grab the bomb and come join you. So here on the steps, curious to see where they go. I'm guessing they'll go outside with it, and they do. Looks like Dynamo's got the bomb this time. Stuck on the doorway. Makes his way out, though. Gotta love when your teammates are sitting there in the door and you're like, come on, let me through. Russia had a decent foothold out here, but the U.S. is not making it easy on them to blast their way through. We got quite a few guys down there below, and Dynamo said, you know what, I'm not going to wait around to die. Let's go ahead and take this another way. So he's got the bomb. We're going to watch his first-person perspective here. Going down below. Looking for a path somewhere that's a tough spot to be in. You've got your teammates battling everywhere trying to make a pathway through for you. Rerouting to the top. Let's see if this works. A little third-person action. Rocking that L85A2. It's like a laser beam. He may have broken through. That may have been the wisest choice. It looks like it was. He is into the U.S. territory, making a break for it. Oh, goes down. So close. He got it a ways out there. Phoenix grabs the bomb temporarily. Great player there also. Scumdog picks it up again. He's always in the heart of the action. Uh-oh. Waiting for a little backup. Now he's got it. They're going to lead the charge out there. I love that move. Oh, look at all those U.S. players. That's tough to get through. But they've made it. Strength in numbers. Dynamo's back in the action. Moving as quick as he can, and this is shaping up to be a Russian game. Oh, the Claymore from Eddie. Expertly placed. Buys him a little time, but not enough. We've got a random arm the bomb. If you're not a random, I don't mean that as an insult. If you are a Yesh player, just didn't see the Yesh tag, so there's no way of knowing. And this looks like it's going to be objective number 2 down for the Russian side. Wow, really making a liar out of me, which is great. I love to see a team really doing some work here on Locker. This can be such a tough map for either team to push through. And now, honestly, it's really going to be difficult for the U.S. to pull this thing back out because they're so heavily infiltrated back in their spawn areas. Russia has such a foothold here. The U.S. would have to push them back and then get the bomb all the way over, which is going to be really, really difficult. They've got a decent setup on the outside. Looks like they've... well, they did. Looks like they bailed. Now they've just got one guy out here holding it down. Now, one thing that could save the U.S. team is if they manage to snag this bomb when it respawns in again. Let's go back up here and see what it's going to be. If they snag this bomb when it spawns in and make a quick break into the Russian territory, because there's hardly anybody back there. Look at that. We see like one guy. Like almost all of them are up here in the U.S. side. So if they had a few guys up here and could have grabbed that, that very well could have gotten them points on the board. Now, unfortunately, gotta play catch up here, get back to where the bomb is. Unfortunately, they were not there. The Russians have it again, and we might be looking at the end of the game. This is just a brutal onslaught by the Russian team. I love that the U.S. has not given up, though. They've got a solid line of defenses here. really making the Russian team push for it. It would be absolutely incredible if the Russians managed to end this game in under 10 minutes. That's rare in any Operation Locker game, especially one in the YeshGaming Cup, where the competition is so intense. They're acting like they might be able to do it, though. Dynamo's got the bomb. He's pushing his way up. He's brought it, I think, both times. Definitely last time. Oh! And then almost gotten it all the way there. And then someone else manages to grab the bomb and get the arm. Oh! There's the Claymore. I love the body flies all the way down the steps. Look at this Night Stalker. Beautiful work. Not giving up. Holding the line there. Gets the kill. Buying himself some time. Just trying to get the bomb anywhere out of that area. That is a tough spot to be in. But look at him doing some work. Dropping people with the shoddy. Good solid crew of Yesh back in again. Ah, I'm caught on something magical that was invisible and blocking me. Man, they are so close. The Russians are so close to finishing this thing out. But I love that the U.S. are making it this difficult on them. This looks like a Metro Spear. Again, not sure who that is. That may be a random, or he may be a friend of somebody who just doesn't have the tags on, but he got that arm. Folks, that looks like that's it. That is crazy. What an incredibly fast game. Wow. Under 10 minutes. Russians pull it out 3-0. That is wild. Absolutely wild. Let's check out these scores here at the top. I mean, I saw Dynamo and Scumdog up there quite a bit, as well as Night Stalker. I'd be shocked if they weren't in the top group. There they are, Night Stalker, Fearmaker, Eddie, Merlin, Phoenix. Gotta love it. Ashiz was getting some kills and dropping some people. So he was doing some work. Corrido, Scum, and Jedi. Man, tough competition. I mean, for how quick of a game that was, you see how even these scores are. I mean, from the first to the last place, there's only a 1,600 point deficit. So, and even 800 points from 5th place here, or I'm sorry, a little more than that, 900 down to Dynamo, who had a great game. He was in the action the whole time. That was wild. Absolutely wild. Okay, well, we'll get a little team balancing going to this next game. Let's see how this works out. Curious to see if the server auto moves some Yesh around, or if it moves randoms. I don't do any balancing on my own mid-game, and my admins also do not. Just to keep things clear and fair, we don't want anybody, you know, crying that somebody moved a really good player to the other side or whatever. It's just however the server throws them out, that's how we play it. So we'll see how it evens teams out here. It's set on ranked, so you have to specifically search for the server instead of official, so we won't be filling up with randoms anymore. Still at 14 on 14, so still be a very, very good game. Looks like they did pick up Squirrel and maybe a couple other Yesh on this side, so it will be very curious. Squirrel's a phenomenal player. He's in the top 10. Be very interesting to see how this game lines out. Let's go ahead and switch to a free cam. Fly our way out of here. I love that you can't go through... Oh, we're at the top. I love that you can't go through glass in spectator mode. It treats you like a person. You gotta go the way everyone else does. Who's got it? Who's first on here? I always like seeing who's first on the bomb. Is that Dynamo? Is that Dynamo Duck? I think it is. He's in the heart of the action. Look at that. I like that clever little bail off the other side, stay out of range of the enemy choppers. And now they're moving in. So they're making a quick push. US here looking to get on the board very quickly. Oh, who's on that roof trying to get kills up there? Get out of here. Tank is trying to get some hits down on him. Oh, that was close. Let's see his first-person perspective. He is down to 30% health. He got hit a lot, but managed to stay alive. He's moving into Charlie, going for that quick 2-minute arm here might get it done. Let's go ahead and take this outside look. Wow. And he gets it done. Dynamo getting some points on the board with the arm. And it looks like, yep, there it is. Wow. That hurry-up offense totally worked, and the U.S. is on the board in 2.5 minutes with their first objective down. That is wild. Absolutely wild. China is really set up here. So they got their defenses up now, but the U.S. were able to just bum rush their way in very, very quickly. That was intense. And this chopper could do very good work for the Chinese team if they manage to snag this bomb and pick it up there. He's thinking about it. He's hoping for it. I like that move. Whoever's flying that. Can't quite see it, but I like that move. If they can manage to get a Chinese player to grab that bomb and get in the open, that's a very easy way to get the bomb very quickly to the enemy objectives. Corrido's got it. Oh, but she goes down. Merlin's there. U.S. back in control. Looks like they're trying to figure out which way to take the bomb right now. This is always the question you got to ask yourself. Do you go to the top, try to parachute off? Do you wait down here to get somebody to pick you up in a vehicle? That's always tough. DJ sound on the comment section. Yes, it is on the Yesh server, so hop in there and join. Oh, China had the helicopter there. That was tough. That was really tough. Let's see who's going to end up getting out of this little death zone in here. All right, see ya. Wife hopping in, saying hello. All right, now what happened? I was talking to the missus there. Where's the bomb at? Did it go up top? Yes, it did. Okay, let's go up here and see what we missed. No, it's back down. Ooh, what a pump fake with the elevator ride there. Who did that? I like that move. Fearmaker. Nice. Oh, but he goes down. Someone's in here. Oh, is that the tank doing work? Wow. That was nice shooting from there. It's wild that the bomb is still stuck here in the bottom of this building. There's some intense fighting going on here. I was hanging out outside the building. I kept thinking the bomb was going to leave soon, but let's get in the elevator with these guys. Hey-o. Hey, friends. Oh, he's all by himself. Hey, bud, what are you doing? Just doing a little dance? Hanging out? Where are you going? Hey, where'd we go? Ah, that was weird. Coming back on the ground floor. There's a chopper stuck. Gotta love that. And he's off again. Wow, that was super confusing. Okay, here we go. Being chased by a lot of people. This is going to be a tough one to get in there and do quick. Can he get it armed? Almost! Almost Metro got it there. So close, right on the cusp. Oh, man. China dodging a bullet there. Look at that tank squirrel. I love it. That's fantastic. Just drive a tank in there. Eddie, always there for a pickup. If you want to be able to count on somebody to give you a ride, it is Eddie. He almost always shows up with a vehicle right when it's needed. Oh, and he's stuck on that tank. That is so frustrating. Both of them trying to get out of the way, go in the same direction. Temporary hold up there. May have worked in their favor. Looks like they had quite a few guys parachuting down who are now chasing them. Uh-oh. And that vehicle went down. Took a little too long to get out of there. Jedi Knight looks like he dropped a little javelin action on top of him. So the Chinese have got to be panicking a little bit. They got this bomb right next to their objectives. They're already down one. Now the good news is, even though this is a much more wide open map with very quick routes of transportation with, you know, jet skis and helicopters and stuff, They're definitely surviving longer. It's not as quick of a steamrolled game like the last one was. Jedi Knight's got the bomb. He looks like he's pushing over to go Bravo. Hops out of his tank. He's moving in. Will any Chinese get here to stop him? He looks like he's got it. And he does. US maybe taking the lead on the second one. Jedi Knight picking up a point there with the arm. China moving in, but it's going to be too late. Whoa! Man! Man, oh man. US doing some more work in this game. That is wild. China has a chopper getting into position once again. I like this idea. If the bomb pops up on top here and they snag it, that could be a very quick way for them to get right back in this thing. I mean, still 12 minutes in the game. By no means is this thing over. Plenty of time for them to come back and win it. It's just a question of if they are going to be able to gain back that momentum. The U.S. is just keeping a real steady onslaught going here. DJ in the live stream chat, so the question, is it always the same time weekly? No, it's usually roughly the same time. Saturday or Friday, almost always. And I always throw it out on Twitter and Facebook. Oh no, there goes the chopper! He caught the edge of the... got the edge of the building. Oh, that was hilarious to watch. That was fantastic. I don't know who did that, but I would like to thank them. That was awesome. Who's this other chopper? Is this the... yeah, that's the US. They're trying the same thing. Yeah, follow YeshGaming on Twitter or Facebook, and then you'll be alerted of when the next ones are. Crazy fighting down there. Whenever the bomb gets stuck in that area, it's so tough to get it out of here because it's just a little kill box in there. Both teams can parachute in directly on it, so both teams can spawn very quickly. Makes it very, very tough. Oh, look at that guy. I could almost be certain that whoever that is from a certain clan who has been trolling angrily. Yesh. I gotta love the children who get upset about stupid stuff and make it their life mission to try to negatively impact the community. Hasn't happened a whole lot because most of the Yesh guys are really, really cool. But occasionally you just get randoms or another clan in here that's mad about something stupid, and they just have nothing better to do with their time than to try to come in and make life difficult. Which is really just funny. I think it's hilarious. And pathetic. But, you know, that's such as life. Everyone's a tough guy on the internet. Gosh, we are still stuck in this area. A couple of minutes gone by and the bomb has moved like 20 yards. That is rough. It's really hard to say anybody is really in control of the bomb at this point because it's just really difficult to get it out of there. A lot of U.S. soldiers on the ground. And they're almost into the safety of that building, which could be very, very bad for the Chinese team, because if they can get up to the top in the elevator... Oh! Decided to take the route of the tank, which might be difficult. Oh, and he bailed on that one. That was going to be rough to survive with all those rockets around, not to mention that chopper circling. China still making a solid effort here. I love that. Somebody's down in the water. A couple guys. This is fantastic. And I've talked about this a few times in other matches where it's interesting to see. You have these games end where it might be 3-0. Like if US ends up pulling this out and it's 3-0 at the end, you know, the scoreboard makes it look like it was a slaughter and that they just, you know, dominated them, but it's really not that way. This is such a tough battle. The Chinese team is not even remotely giving up on this. You see how long this bomb has been stuck out here in the middle. I mean, we're approaching the 4 or 5 minute mark. Oh, I love that move, whoever that was. Jatman, I love getting the bomb in the water if your team is struggling to get a hold of it. I love that. Phoenix swiped it and is swimming. That was great. I love getting in the water because it slows down the action. it's very, very difficult to quickly grab the bomb. You know, helicopters struggle to pick you up down there. Usually there's not a watercraft nearby. And if your team is really, feeling like they're losing their foothold, it's great to just get it in the water. Give your team time to get some vehicles up there and to regroup and kind of level the playing field a little bit. But what I was saying before is I love the competition. It's just so intense. And even if the Chinese lose this game, they can hold their heads high because they did not make it easy. We may end up running out of time here. There's only 7.5 minutes to go. And the U.S. have the bomb. They're pushed back into their, definitely back into their side of the playing field here. And at this point, it looks like they're probably regrouping to try and figure out how they want to do this attack. Do they want to try and grab a chopper, grab a tank, and just bum rush it straight down the main road? Oh, hey-oh. Still alive. Thought that chopper was going down, but he is. Nope, there he goes. Ouch. Very interesting. I'm going to get a closer look in here. Oh, I bet he is going up to the top. Yes, he is. Riding that elevator up here. Not a bad play. He can then parachute off of this back to the center if he wants to, or he could wait for a chopper pickup. Looks like they're thinking about it right now. He's got a lot of teammates with him. Look at all those guys. Look at all those guys. They're like, all right, let's make a decision. Is that a friendly chopper coming in? Where's it at? Yeah, he's down there below. And he is making his way up here. There we go. I like this play. This could be the end for the Chinese team if they make this happen. Loading up with people. I love it. Corito making it happen. Those guys are mad they got left behind. Oh, and the Chinese players are just a hair too late to stop the action. All right, let's get back over here. We don't want to miss the ending of this thing. The chopper made it before going down. They got the bomb here. They're making a push in. Oh! That was awesome by Squirrel there. Saving the day. Shutting it down. Fearmaker... No, Eddie. I'm sorry. Eddie grabs the bomb. Corito almost ninja'd in. Killed them all for that arm. But got taken down. Like I said before, China not even remotely making this easy. Jetman's got the bomb. Oh, but they dropped the gate. And he most likely does not have an explosion to get out of there, so he couldn't get out in time, and now this chopper is not long for this world. Oh, that was brutal. That would have been the perfect escape plan. It would have been perfect if he could have hopped out of that window. The gate was dropped to defend for them, and it ended up being their downfall. Ouch. Still a lot of U.S. in this area. China is not out of the hot water yet. We've passed the 5-minute mark. But they are still fighting it out. I love this. Steve in the live stream chat, thanks for joining in, man. Glad you're here. I appreciate the support, sir. Ooh, gonna get a nice little chopper action? Almost. Look at that. That is beautiful. I love that support chopper swinging in, dropping off all those troops. What a crazy thought. Vehicles used the way they're intended, not as a taxi to get up and snipe somewhere. What a wild idea. Now what is... Looks like the Jedi was waiting for some reinforcements. Now he's making his move. Ooh, ooh! I like that effort. The parachuting rockets are always a good time. Oh, but then ate a rocket. Gosh, I gotta zoom out just to get a better idea of what's even going on here. This Chinese team is relentless. Oh man, if they can get the bomb and hop in that chopper, nope, almost. Eddie made an effort. It's just, this is still such a tough area to get the bomb out of, though. There are so many U.S. soldiers that can parachute in close. Their spawn points are over there, and they can parachute in and be within pretty close range of doing some work. Oh, man. Whoever is in that is getting the job done. Absolute chaos. Corito snagging the bomb, making a push. They got some soldiers, not going to be easy. Slowly getting it closer and closer. Oh gosh, this is intense. This is so intense if you're on the Chinese side. Ashiz is making a run. He's got it. He's moving in. Ducks. Avoids the grenade and gets it armed. Can this team get it done? Eddie almost gets the disarm. No, he doesn't. I think that's it. With 2 minutes to go, I think the U.S. just pulled it out. That is killer. Wow, what a game. What a game. And hats off, obviously to both teams, but to the Chinese team here. I know they lost by 3, but that was, what a game. They by no means played poorly. Really, really exciting to watch. That, especially that final couple of minutes there. That was just insane. This is one of those games where it can be tough to have a crazy kill-death ratio because it's just so insane. So much chaos going on all around. Look at that. Corito, 17-24 along with Scum, and she wins by 3 points. Oh, that is hysterical. That is absolutely hysterical. That's like a tiny little assist. And she gets first place over Scum Dog. Love it. Love it. And then we got a whole bunch of Yesh over here getting some points. Sheepdog bringing in the 5th there. I love it. Good stuff, guys. Going into the final round. Let's see what happens. I believe this was going to be on Lancang Dam, if my memory serves me correctly. No DLC map this week. Keeping it old school vanilla to make sure everyone can play. Got to mix it up here and there. If you've missed some of the previous weeks, I've been throwing in a DLC map for the final one, but this one, we're just going to keep it vanilla this whole time. And I am correct, it is Lancang Dam. This map is an enigma. Kind of like that last one. Shanghai and Lancang, sometimes a team will just run through it real fast, but it can be really tough as well. It's so wide open, it's hard to call it early because, you know, boats, choppers, as well as like jeeps and stuff, there's a lot of various ways you can grab the bomb and traverse a lot of the map very, very quickly. Now, the bomb's going to spawn right in that area, but before that, let's go watch the epic attack boat battle that always goes down. There it goes. It looks like we might be going Rock'em Sock'em robot style. Just park up, ramming speed, blast away at each other. Oh, a rocket misses there from the blue boat. Looks like we've got the 30mm on the Chinese side, and he gets the kill. Brutal. Brutal. Oh, and the bomb actually is in the water. This could be interesting. Who's up here making a play on it? Metro Spear? I don't know if he's just in this server randomly or if he knows somebody, but he is definitely playing the objective. And they almost got a Ghost Ride kill on that jet ski flying in there. That's hilarious. She's doing the awesome knifing technique, getting that one back out there. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. We've got a couple of tactical jet skis making a runaway with the bomb. Guessing they're going to circle and go straight into Charlie, which is not a bad play at all. Let's go ahead and get a zoom around look here. They've got that attack boat being healed and giving them good cover. Is there anybody on the Russian side? Ooh, looks like one guy on the shoreline. If he's a sniper, he might be able to buy him a little bit of time. Those guys aren't going to do anything. And armed it. Who was it? Dynamo getting the arm early. Just over 2 minutes in. Oh, and that cruise missile drops as well. Who's in the commander seat? Blue. I love it. A hair faster, and he would have saved his team with that cruise missile. But that's it. China starting off with an early lead. That bomb did spawn in the water, which if you've got control of the water like they did with their attack boat and stuff, that can make it very, very easy to get it there very, very quickly and get an arm done. So Whoops, switched camera angles accidentally, but that still worked out, so I'm okay with it. Keeping my notes here of who's getting the arms and disarms for the point allocations. If you'd missed it before or you had forgotten, we are in week 9, as it says there right on the top of the screen. There are 12 total weeks, so there will be 3 more rounds after today. First place of each game gets 5 points, and it goes down from there. So even if you only make it in the last couple of rounds, if you get, 4, 5, 6 first place finishes, you could wind up in the top 10 and maybe even sneak out a prize. Top 5 get prizes, but I'm only shipping to the continental US. So if a top 5 player is not in the continental US, their prizes will get bumped down, and we'll eventually get them all out of there. China's got it. Swimming in the water. That's slow going. Who's got this one? Jedi's got it. But they're making progress. One way or the other, they're making progress. Now, if they can hold this beach here, which it looks like they are, knife a boat back in the water. Oh! Wow! Great move by the Jet, but unfortunately, fate is working against them because right after that, the personal watercraft spawns in. Oh! Can't quite get there in time. Phoenix! Awesome kill from over there, saving his team temporarily. Russia really, really like the effort they're putting in here, shutting down the Chinese from making a quick getaway with this bomb. Now they're going to have it and have the tactical jet ski. Wow! Spaz at the helm. They've got the bomb, and they're moving into Charlie. Let's see if they can get there uncontested. Oh gosh, that attack boat's staring them down. That is going to be almost impossible to survive. Jetman's got the bomb. This is so tough. He's using cover wisely. They got the attack boat down, but there are a lot of Chinese soldiers up here now. You know what? The U.S. might, or the Russians, I'm sorry, might just pull this out. They got a lot of soldiers up here, and they are dropping kills. Look at that! They pushed them off the beach. Russia taking control of this beachhead, and now might be able to tie this thing up. Oh gosh! They still got numbers. I don't see how the Chinese are going to be able to stop them. I think that's it. Phoenix getting the arm right before the snipe takes him down. Look at all those guys. China making a last-minute assault. Can they get it? Scumdog! He gets it! Oh my gosh! That was insane! I gotta make notes before I forget all what's happened here. Sheepdog then gets an arm right after it. Oh gosh, this is so intense. I gotta keep track of who's doing what. Russia still trying to make it happen. It looks like they are. Boom! They tied the game. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Wow, what an epic ending there to that whole little stream of events. I loved that disarm by Scumdog. Just ninja'd in there, snagged it real quick against all odds, but unfortunate for their team. There was just too many bad guys for him to fight his way through. So now we're looking at a tie game. We're almost 7 minutes in. Shaping up to be quite an interesting battle here. Let's see where this bomb spawns in. We got a lot of Russian soldiers still over here. And the bomb is out here. That is fortuitous for them. A lot of rockets to fight their way through, though. That's going to be tough to get off of that. Ooh, that is going to be real tough. Nope. Well done on shutting them down from the Chinese players. Got a few more hiding out. Spaz and Sheepdog trying to lie in wait there. And now China snagging it. Oh, goodness. Can he get in? Yes, he did. What an epic pickup by Ashiz. That was beautiful. What a great move there. That very well may give them this lead. Got a lot of vehicles he's got to deal with. Are they going to Bravo? Almost certainly. Unless they're going to try and do something fake out and swing all the way back around. Nope. Here they go. Who's got this bomb? Scumdog had the bomb. I love this move. Now that is going to be tough. I cannot imagine they can fight their way through that. I don't know where that attack boat went either. He might have gone down. Yep, he did from the enemy attack boat. Wow, Russians might be saving themselves. Gosh, just too much for one guy to fight through on his own. But that was awesome. Really awesome effort. I love that pickup in the attack boat there. Almost worked. If they'd have had another 20 seconds, they could have totally gotten that one armed. Good stuff. Alright, Russia in control. Taking a look in the live stream comments. Dale says, does Yesh have any servers? Yeah, that's what we're playing in right now. This is on the PlayStation 4, but we have some on the PlayStation 3 as well. You can just search YeshGaming and they'll pop up. Right now we are in the one titled the official YeshGaming server. Uh-oh, I see some mines up there, and if they don't see them, that's going to be a little party. Uh-oh! Boom! But you know what? That Jeep sacrificed and kept the bomb alive. That's good stuff. Illusioned in the comments says, should I sub? Well, of course. What a silly question. I mean, it's not required to play in the competition or anything. Oh, that is brutal. A wise getaway there at the last second. Who's got this bomb right now? I can't quite see. It's hard. Jedi Knight. Pushing up on foot. That's a tough battle to fight their way through. This is like the Valley of Death down in here. It is very, very difficult. You just got to get supreme numbers to fight your way through this. Because both teams can spawn in and just start launching rockets down. I mean, you see them even coming in there as they parachute in. Not to mention the jets and choppers floating around. China slowly making their way up the hill. A lot of opposition. There comes some guys blasting rockets. I love watching those hit. That's just good times. I love it. The parachuting rockets are so much fun. Wow. I thought China was going to maybe take control there and push it all the way in, but Russia is not making it easy on them. Ooh! Barely pick up the kill. All these tiny little skirmishes going on everywhere. Absolutely fantastic. Bomb's just sitting out there. Who's going to grab me? Who's going to do it? Oh gosh, he's right next to that tank. I love that. I love that. Oh, Night Stalker almost made it. Someone else can grab the bomb. Grab it and hop in that LAV. Looks like they're... Oh, Eddie! Almost made it. Not quite. Who's grabbing it? Who's right here? Phoenix driving the LAV says, fine, I'll do it. I'll grab the bomb. Watch this. Oh, no. Oh, that's great. Doing whatever he has to do to progress it down the field. That is awesome. I love that. Mines out, vehicle out. Didn't want to have to deal with that, so he just hops over the edge and is like, you know what? I'll buy us 20 more yards. But wow, where did the U.S. soldiers go? They must have all gotten killed or pushed back. China is really pushed in here. Whew. This is just brutal. Time is just burning down. Still a tie game. 2-2. Well, 1-1, I guess, depending on how you look at it. 8 minutes to go. That's what I was talking about earlier. This game can, this map can go quickly, but if both teams lock down those fast transportation routes, which is really primarily the water, it makes it tough. You end up on land just having these kind of battles like this. And whoever's got this is not sure if they need to hop in the water at this point. Looks like they're being forced that direction. There they go. The question is, are they going to have anybody there to pick them up? Oh, look at this. They got other Russian soldiers coming down here to find them. Oh, the little cat and mouse. Look at that. That's great. Night Stalker's down there. Fear Maker. Russia back in control. And he takes the plunge. That jet was trying to make it happen. I love all those guys out in the water. They're just like, you know what? We don't know what we can do to help, but we're going to stick with you all the way through. I love it. That's just great. And that's one of those tough calls when you've got the bomb. I think I would have done what he did and just taken off. Like, you want to have backup. You want to have somebody spawn in with you to help. But it's so difficult. If you sit around and wait, you're going to end up, you know, getting a rocket to the face. Now, it looks like it wouldn't have mattered either way, because Dynamo Duck rolled in the ZBD and did some work. But if nothing else, he got the bomb out in the water, which, like I've said before, is great because it slows down the action, gives your team time to regroup. Whew. Having to do some serious repairs. Nope, not quite enough. That jet with a javelin from Phoenix there finishes things out. Question in the comments: no, you cannot play cross-platform, unfortunately. So PS3 to PS4, etc., or Xbox or whatever, not an option. This is brutal. But Russia has a lot of guys in the area. This has got to make the Chinese team be sweating it out a little bit, and now they have taken control and might be taking the lead. Wow. Sheepdog with another arm right before he goes down. That looks like it's the attack boat rolling in. But the question is, are they going to be able to have anybody disarm it in time? And they all four hopped out. Corito looks like she was first on site, and she was. Well done there. Wow, that was killer. And it's switching views because I dropped the controller to make notes of who did what. I want back. Let me back over here. Hilarious. All right, so great effort by the Chinese team there. That was phenomenal. I thought the Russians had it. Rolling in that attack boat super quick. They hopped out, got the disarm, and now they are making a push back. Now the enemy attack boat is going to be pushing up very quickly, but they've got some time. Whoever's got this bomb, if they can get over here quick, they've got a chance. Corito still has it. Doesn't she? I think? Or is that a she's? No, it's a she's. Wow. Heavy, heavy fire just trying to get it armed. Will he get it? Laying down. Oh! So close. Dynamo picks it up, goes down. Oh, that is brutal. What an incredible effort there by the Russians, stopping that. That is incredible effort by them. I thought the Chinese had that one for sure. Wow. There's a lot of Chinese still floating in, parachuting down. But there are so many Russian vehicles around there. I cannot imagine the Chinese are going to regain control of this. And we're hitting the 4-minute mark, folks. It is down to the wire on who is going to be able to pull out one more MCOM. Or is this thing going to end up a tie? I wouldn't mind a tie. A tie means the competition was epic, and I always love watching the exciting games. Let's see here in the comments. Milgo, yeah, I know. I know you've been subbed for a long time. I've seen your name for quite a while. I appreciate that support. And yes, I see you're on the PS3. I no longer have my PS3 once I got the PS4. So that's why you're not seeing me in there. But yes, you mentioned playing with GeoFerret. He's on there killing it all the time. There's some other PS3 players still rocking it out. So you definitely should join in with them. They have a lot of fun. China's got a few soldiers, but look at how many Russians are over there. That's brutal. Another minute down. 3 to go. Who's going to pull out a miracle? If anyone. Now, if the Russians could get down to that jet ski, they might. Well, that attack boat's going to shut it down. But if that attack boat wasn't there and they could have gotten to it, they could have just shot across the water and probably caught the Chinese by surprise. Oh, look at this! More Chinese guys rolling in. That's brutal. Absolutely brutal. There's so much action going on, it's hard to know who to watch. All right. Approaching 2 minutes. Whoever's got the bomb is just chilling right now. Now they're making a move. Getting in the vehicle? Yes, they are. And they're off. Not the fastest vehicle in the game, but it's heavily armored. And they're making progress. 2 minutes to go. Can they traverse all that way to the Alpha objective and arm this thing? It only takes a few seconds for the explosion to happen. Which is way too easy of a that's what she said joke. But if they can get all the way there, they can do it. They've got enough time. But they are getting bombarded with rockets from these parachuting Chinese players. That is brutal. And there they go. That vehicle is done. They're out and running. Ooh, he had a Jeep. Somebody's in the Jeep. Sheepdog's there in the Jeep saying, bro, I can save you in like 10 seconds. Hop in. Oh. But too much delay and a rocket ends that party. Here he goes, still alive. That's pretty incredible. This guy is still here. Bunny hopping, doing the bunny hop of life. No, not going to make it. But a really, really great effort. Approaching the 1 minute mark. It all comes down to this. I don't know if the Chinese even have time with the vehicles available to them to make it happen. The Russians could swoop in here and snag it real quick. Oh, but look at that. There's a Jeep. If he hops in... Oh, but then the rocket shuts down that. That could have made it happen. They could have gotten over to Alpha and made it happen. 45 seconds. Can those Russian players get it up there and finish this thing? They are putting in one heck of an effort. But you know what? The Chinese are not looking like they're going to allow it to happen. This looks like it's going to end up a stalemate, which is just awesome. Oh, look at that! Parachute down on top of it. Gotta love it. Oh, those Jeeps flying in. 15 seconds. Oh, brutal effort. Brutal effort. He may not know how much time is left because it looks like he is trying to get down to the other objective. Yep. Yep. He was going to Bravo. Didn't realize the time on the clock, or maybe he did. Maybe he knew there was not enough time to do anything. Either way, that was awesome. Phenomenal job by everybody there. That was just really, really great. Gosh. I love that there's a tie. I always want there to be at least one tie each round we do this because it's just so much fun to watch. Let's see who topped the leaderboards there. I have no clue. There were so many people doing crazy work. I have no idea. Night Stalker putting in some kills. I love it. Fearmaker, Ashiz, we saw him in there a lot. Corrido, of course, not a surprise at all. Wrath Knight, we saw a lot. Man, phenomenal games, guys. That was really, really fun. I love it. It's such a highlight of the weekend watching these awesome games go down. Super, super fun watching it happen. Thank you all so much for tuning in the live stream. If you're watching this later on the YouTube channel, I appreciate your support as well. Every view counts, and I really, really do. Thank you, guys. Great stuff, everybody. Phenomenal. Can't say enough about both teams. Everyone just did some awesome, awesome work. We'll be back next weekend with round 10. 3 rounds left. This thing is almost over, but there's still enough time for a newcomer to come in, rock it out, and get to the top of the leaderboards to get some prizes there. So, plenty of time left. Join in if you haven't yet. Check out the other videos for more details. I will see you guys next week for round 10. And, of course, I'll have some other videos out this week as well. Thanks again, guys. Y'all have a great rest of the weekend. I'll see you next time.